This is Updates at Noon. I'm Brendan Paul. Making the headlines today. GLC open day to offer more jobs and scholarships. North Korea fires suspected ballistic missile into sea. Welcome once again. Now, the government-linked companies GLC Open Day 2022 is expected to offer many job opportunities and scholarships to Malaysians by several GLCs and government-linked investment companies GLICs. Finance Minister Tengku Datuk Seri Zafrul Tengku Abdul Aziz said the Open Day themed Aspirasi Masyarakat Inspirasi Negara was centered on 5 main focuses, namely the rakyat, business, economy, public health and the Bumi Putra agenda. Elaborating further on the matter, Tengku Datuk Seri Zafrul said, over the past year, the Finance Ministry has embarked on efforts to coordinate the functions of GLICs and GLCs. This is to ensure that they will continue to be able to accelerate Malaysia's post-pandemic socio-economic recovery and growth. He also said that the Open Day will provide an opportunity for the people to learn more about the role and contribution of GLCs and GLICs in Malaysia's socio-economic development. The Open Day, scheduled on 11th to 13 March at the Kuala Lumpur Convention Centre, will involve 6 GLICs, namely Khazanah Nasional Berhad, Permodalan Nasional Berhad, Employees Provident Fund, Retirement Fund Incorporated, Lembaga Tabung Haji and Lembaga Tabung Angkatan Tentera, together with Petroleum Nasional Berhad, Petronas, and more than 20 GLCs. Meanwhile, under Budget 2022, the Finance Ministry also set up a MyStep portal last year to improve the application and recruitment process on behalf of the public sector and GLCs. Through MyStep, a total of 80,000 contract job opportunities covering 50,000 jobs in the public sector and 30,000 jobs in GLCs and strategic partners are offered starting January 2022. The Ministry of Agriculture and Food Industries MAFI, through the Farmers Organisation Authority LPP, sees the sale of agricultural produce directly to supermarkets as a way to reduce dependency on middlemen. MAFI Deputy Minister Datuk Dr. Nik Muhammad Zawawi Saleh said direct sales will enable the public to buy agricultural produce and downstream products at cheaper prices. Dr. Nik Muhammad gave an example of the direct sales from farm program JTDL implemented between LPP Kelantan and Aeon Mall in Kota Baru, which offers agricultural produce at farm prices which are much lower and affordable for consumers, namely between 5 to 30% lower than the market price.
Kita tidak berapa gemar dengan adanya orang tengah yang ambil ni. Jadi kaedah kita masuk ke pasar raya adalah kaedah yang paling berkesan, dan insya-Allah benda ini kita akan gerakkan. Dia akan jadi lebih kerap, lebih mudah, dan apabila dia dah jadi serasi, saya kira pihak PPK pun dia boleh direct dengan Aeon Mall, dan tentunya harga itu dia akan jadi lebih murah tanpa adanya orang ataupun pihak ketiga.
The JTDL, involving 22 farm entrepreneurs, was being held from Tuesday and ends today. Offers products from PPK members such as vegetables, fruits, meat, freshwater fish, and agro-based industry products. The 5-day program is targeting sales of more than 120,000 ringgit. A sum of 4.11 billion ringgit has been allocated to enhance the telecommunication infrastructure and digital network throughout Johor. Communications and Multimedia Minister Tan Sri Anwar Musa said it involved Phase 1 of the National Digital Network Jendela program, costing 589 million ringgit, which is being implemented, and Phase 2, which will start early next year. Commenting further, Tan Sri Anwar said that Johor will get among the most point of presence (POP) at 623 POP, involving an estimated expenditure of 934 million ringgit, which will prepare the state to move ahead on the front rank, not only in the creative industry but also digital economy.
Selain daripada itu, usaha-usaha menaikkan membina 222 pemancar baru di Johor, 109 telah siap, 113 dalam proses pembinaan. Dan pada masa ini, sasaran untuk mencapai 413,000 rumah ataupun premis yang dapat perkhidmatan melalui gentian optik, yang mana sekarang ini 246,901 telah pun siap dan 166,593 lagi yang sedang dalam pembinaan.
Earlier, the minister visited stalls selling creative products, snacks, fruits, art and music presentations, creative workshop and art exhibition and sales kiosks, and mingled with those attending the Rio Egg program at Air Hitam, Johor. Air Hitam is the first location of the program Rio Keluarga Malaysia tour in 2022. The three-day program, which ends today, is aimed at empowering and supporting local creative entrepreneurs and art practitioners. In a squabble over who raised more funds for a Chinese primary school in Johor, MCA President Datuk Sri Dr. Wee Ka Siong has challenged DAP leader Lim Guan Eng for a debate on allegations that Datuk Sri Dr. Wee had not played any role in the construction of the school. He said he was determined to prove Lim wrong over the latter's claim that MCA did little to raise funds for Chinese schools, according to media reports. Lim had allegedly made the claim that Datuk Sri Dr. Wee had not contributed as much as he did towards the construction of SJKC Kuek Ho Yao at a Terima on the second night of campaigning in the Johor state election. He said he was upset with the opposition's behaviour of making baseless accusations and noted that Lim must be responsible for his wild claims. The MCA president added that he had already invited Chinese-based non-governmental organisations and had already booked a hall for the debate. He also said Lim had previously rejected a debate with him in 2018 over the undersea tunnel project scandal. The MCA is contesting 15 seats in the Johor state election on 12 March. The party, a member of Barisan Nasional, did not secure any state assembly seat in the 2018 general election. Land-strapped Pulau Pinang will have to find another raw water supplier to meet the island state's needs. Perak Menteri Besar Datuk Sri Sarani Muhammad explained that joint research and studies conducted by the two state governments and the Ministry of Energy and Natural Resources showed that the Silver State does not have enough supply for its own use, let alone to share with Pulau Pinang. Datuk Sri Sarani said, taking into account what had happened in the Kerian farming area where the water catchment in Bukit Merah has dried up, the state government had to rely on the cloud seeding to produce water source for farming activities.
Kajian-kajian dibuat telah menunjukkan bahawa air dalam negeri Perak ini untuk kegunaan Perak pun tidak sepenuhnya mencukupi. Dan pada waktu yang sama dibuktikan oleh UPEN bahawa untuk jangka masa panjang 2050 penduduk Perak akan berjumlah 3 juta orang. Lagi ramai orang, lagi banyak air diperlukan.
The Perak Menteri Besar was asked for comment on the outcome of discussions with Pulau Pinang Chief Minister Chow Kon Yeow earlier this week regarding the proposed Sungai Perak raw water transfer scheme. He said that Chow and Pulau Pinang delegates had requested Perak be its raw water supplier to prepare for a future shortage expected to happen by 2025. JDT down Penang in Super League opener. Stay with us. Johor Darul Ta'zim JDT began the hunt for their 9th consecutive Super League title with a 1-0 victory over Penang FC at the Sultan Ibrahim Stadium in Johor last night. The Southern Tigers squad, who won the Sultan Ahmad Shah Cup with a 3-0 victory over Kuala Lumpur KL City FC last week, however, had to work hard to break through Penang's defence and find the winning goal. After 70 minutes of play, Brazilian import Bergson da Silva headed in the ball off a free kick, taken by young star Arif Aiman Muhammad Hanapi. Earlier, Kerana Darul Aman KDA FC sealed 3 points against newcomers Sarawak United FC, edging out a 1-0 victory at the State Stadium in Kuching, Sarawak. Cameroon import Ronald Nga, who emerged as a hero for Idol's Sharin Sahak squad with his goal in the 16th minute, was also the first goal scorer in the Super League this season. Meanwhile, the Klang Valley derby proved to be an explosive affair as 10-man Kuala Lumpur held Selangor to a 3-3 draw at the Kuala Lumpur Stadium. A heavy downpour saw the kick-off delayed to 9:40 p.m, but the cold and wet weather did little to dampen the fiery match. The Red Giants drew first blood with Yuri Costa opening account in the 18th minute, but Zafri Yahya equalized 2 minutes later for the Malaysia Cup champions. 7 minutes later, Helison Kayon de Souza Ferreira restored Selangor's lead through a spot kick in the 27th minute after D. Kenny Palraj brought down Kayon. But KL equalized again when Muhammad Hadin Azman found the net in the 32nd minute to end the first half 2-2. In the second half, it was the home team's turn to go ahead with Ryan Lambert scoring in the 60th minute. Sensing blood, the Red Giants pressed KL for the equalizer, and they got the breakthrough when KL's Muhammad Irfan Zakaria handled the ball in the box. Kayon made no mistake from a spot in the 78th minute. In Kota Kinabalu, Sabah FC failed to take home advantage at a number of golden opportunities, eventually losing 1-0 to 2021 Premier League champions Negeri Sembilan FC at the Lika Stadium. K. Devon's squad managed to secure 3 points when defender Khair Muhammad Jeffrey Jones lashed in a shot off a free kick by Ahmad Kuzaimi PA in the 52nd minute. Young swimmer from Kuala Lumpur, Kiew Ho Yan, continued his excellent pace to top the men's 100 meters freestyle event at the 64th Malaysian Open Championship at the National Aquatic Centre yesterday. The 19-year-old clocked in at 50.35 seconds, his best personal record to emerge champion, and surpassed the qualifying time to Category B for the World Championships, which is 50.48 seconds. The victory also saw Ho Yen once again beat Olympian and national record holder Wilson Sim, who grabbed silver with 51.11 seconds, while Ng Shin Jian Terence from Selangor took home the bronze with 51.52 seconds.
Today I improved 0.7 for 100 free. That's a very big gap. So I think it's pretty okay for today. Yeah, it's good. I never expect I would go this fast. So I give myself credit.
On the first day of the tournament on Thursday, Ho Yen won 2 golds in the men's 400-meter freestyle and 4x100 relay medley with Kyo Tze Yan, Jaden Tan Kai Sin and Yap Min Shun. Badminton Association of Malaysia BAM President Tan Sri Muhammad Norza Zakaria hopes the association's bold gamble to send backup players and teenagers to compete in the Hanoi SEA Games in May will pay off. He said the calculated risk of lining up players who lack experience compared with seniors was also a historic step for the parent body in the biennial games. According to him, BAM will continue to rejuvenate the national team to ensure that Malaysia does not run out of new talent.
Kita lihat bahawa buat pertama kalinya satu keputusan yang agak berani, iaitu bukan saja pelapis tapi merupakan pemain remaja juga yang akan diketengahkan sukan SEA. I think this is also another history in BAM, dan kita berharap bahawa pemain-pemain yang diberi peluang untuk mewakili negara akan dapat membawa cabaran negara ke peringkat sukan SEA dan seterusnya cuba sedaya upaya untuk mencapai kejayaan.
Last Wednesday, BAM decided to send a combination of backup players and teenagers to the Hanoi SEA Games from 12 to 23rd May as the games overlapped with the prestigious Thomas Cup and Uber Cup tournament in Bangkok, Thailand from 8 to 15 May. In our top story, GLC Open Day to offer more jobs and scholarships. Tune in to News at 10 coming up at 10 p.m. on my Freeview, Solar and Berita RTM channel 123. You can also stream the channel via YouTube or RTM's Click web portal and mobile app. Till then, I'm Brandon Paul. Thank you so much for watching. Salam keluarga Malaysia and have a great weekend.